Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, June 5th, 2007. This is Brian Shannon speaking from Alpha Trends. And the market's closed, so let's take a look at the spiders here on the screen. They've closed down 69 cents at 153.41 for a loss of just about 0.5%. And looking at the daily time frame, you can see that there's zero damage to this uptrend. We saw the market held at the rising 10-day moving average, which is above the 20, which is above the 50, and they're all advancing. So the bull market continues. We've seen just one little short pullback so far. But we did break down through some intraday support at about 153.50. So that we want to be on our toes a little bit right now in that we want to look at it and say, give it a couple days to kind of heal itself here. But you can see it came down to this short-term trend line as well as the rising 5-day moving average, and they closed back above that. But these shorter-term moving averages are heading lower. So that indicates that we need to see at least a little bit more sideways action before we can expect the buyers to retake control. I think that clearing back above 154, then the buyers will definitely be back in control, and that we would probably see higher highs from there. On the downside, though, 152.50 still looks like an area where there should be some support found. But the area that we were looking for was 153 to 153.10, and that's about where it did find support. So it's good to see that the market is doing what we're expecting it to in here. And as far as the Nasdaq goes, we'll keep it on this 10-minute time frame. Again, we've got a rising 5-day moving average, so you want to, if you're going to be selling short intraday, then you want to take your profits very quickly here, as this indicates that the buyers still have control over what I think is a pretty good intermediate term time frame. And I realize that's my personal way of looking at the market. A 5-day moving average to a lot of people is very short term. But again, on the daily time frame here in the Qs, you can see that no damage to the uptrend, that we continue to have this stair-step pattern of higher highs and higher lows with tests of the important moving averages. And here we also saw a test of that 10-day moving average. The Qs did finish completely unchanged, though, today. So no change for the Qs. And the buyers were a little bit stronger in here late in the day. We saw that a very nice bounce, actually, off that rising 5-day moving average. And 46.80 was where I thought the more important level of support was. We didn't quite get down there, but the 5-day moving average was tested. It broke through the lows of the last couple of days and sucked some short sellers in here, and then they proceeded to get squeezed into the close. So buyers are still in control. Doesn't matter really what time frame you look at. Even on a 1-minute time frame, you can see they took back control of the market. So it continues to be a very strong bull market. The semiconductors did pull back. I was looking for a pullback to 36.70. We got it to pull back a little bit deeper than that. So I'm glad I sold those calls up there on Friday after seeing that rally from the MACD divergence that I pointed out last week in here. So now we've got the short-term trend is back down, though. The 5-day moving average kind of neutral. I think it's too early to buy in here. We want to see the buyer, a little bit more evidence that the buyers actually have control before we do anything. So I think sidelines for the semis is the proper place right now. The IWM, Russell 2000, also came down and tested that 5-day moving average. Again, the more important support area continues to be down near that 83 level, so still a very strong uptrend in the IWM, and short-term cautious just because we have seen a little bit of support broken over the last couple of days, this trend line broken, and just looks like it needs to consolidate a little bit before moving higher, but I don't think it's anything at all to be concerned about. ADTN, we were looking to get involved above 27.14. That trade never triggered, so no reason to get involved. Actually, we had one open position, which was OMNI. We got involved in this one 11.20. I suggested that you raise your stop to 62 cents. Let's raise that again to 11.62. I'm sorry, from 11.62 up to 11.65 in shares of OMNI. TEVA, Teva Pharmaceutical, wanted to buy this one above 39.75. It did that early on, but it also went and stopped us off out for a 27-cent loss. SUPG, we were looking for a pullback and then strength. We never got the strength, so no trade should have been taken. And SuperGen and Halliburton. Halliburton also stopped us out with a 25-cent loss. Netflix, NFLX, Again, I still think this stock looks like it should continue lower, but it didn't really get any momentum sustained to the downside today. I'd say keep an eye on it over the next few days, and may continue lower.